Why y'all gotta do me like this? Why? Why? Millie Chun, this your damn fault. Shout out to Millie Chun TV. Like, comment, share, subscribe. This her damn fault. Y'all, get y'all ass in here. We got some things to talk about. Y'all, I'm just trying to enjoy my day off. You know, just trying to enjoy my day off. And I see a video from Millie Chun, right? And like I said, you see the thumbnail. This espresso martini has turned to straight up tequila. Child, let me get all this up for y'all because I just cannot. I messaged Gigi, so I don't know if she will be here. Give me a moment, y'all. This is crazy. Hey, welcome in. You see the thumbnail, child. Something has went down with Jay and Tati from the Never Ever Mets. Let's talk about it. Y'all, higher is waiting, low is available, but either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this overlay here. Yes, indeed, there. In case you don't know where you are as the fireworks are going off behind us here, child. Welcome into Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. Special edition. Let's get it in, make it do what it do. So we're going to take down the iconic intro there. Y'all know who the hell I am. I know who the hell you are. We know each other. So I'm going to get Millie Chun TV up here because... child, this is too much. This is too damn much. Do you hear me? Okay. Y'all, give me a moment here. Give me a moment. Oh, my Lord Jesus. This. Give me a moment, y'all. This don't make no damn sense. I was literally just watching this just to get caught up with what was going on. But we're going to start from the beginning, y'all, okay? So shout out to Millie Chun TV. Child, let's get into it. Here we go.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun. We got a little bit more to get into. Let's go. So y'all remember the girls from Never Ever Mets? This is Jay, Tati, and over there is Keke. So, they had made up the little group, Two Sugars, One Shot, right? So they had gone on a girls' trip to Houston. It had messed up. They threw Keke out of the bunch. So it was just Jay and Tati. And they was rocking for a minute. Until yesterday. Child, Tati has taken to her Instagram and TikTok or wherever. And she said that they are no more. She is not fooling with Jay anymore. She said because Jay has taken it upon herself to get in touch with Clay. And now she wants to do reality TV with Clay. And she was like, first of all, she could have done that with anybody. She mentioned Jared. She mentioned Cinco. And she was like, why would she do that with Clay? And she knows that Clay is her ex. And Tati still feels, I don't understand it, she still feels some kind of way about Clay. So her feelings are hurt. She feels devastated. And now she's like, you know what? Like, I'm out. I can't deal with it. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? They've been rocking for a minute. And she was like, out of all the guys on the show, out of all the guys, Cinco was Jay's dude.
So for those of you who don't know, okay, Tati and Clay did not have the best relationship on the Never Ever Mets. Clay hid the fact that he had a newborn child, okay? And on top of that, there was this supposed best friend, right, that wrapped her legs around him. And little did Tati know that those two were on a reality show together back in the day, and Clay has done television appearances before. Jay had Cinco. Now, Cinco was a professional basketball player he was a professional basketball player. And so toward the end of the reunion, right, Cinco had to leave for a tryout, but Cinco did not get the tryout. And Cinco had stalking behavior, right? So that's the situation there. Let's get back to this, child. This is just, here we go.
So why not, try to do something with them. So she said, I do not wish them well, and I hope to never see them on my television again. So if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, just hold on. Child, this is Clay. And if you watched it, Clay was always sweating. He was the bigger dude, but he's lost some weight. He's got in shape. And he really feels like he really liked Tati, but he had the girl that was his best friend who was a stripper who came and wrapped her legs around him when she came to visit him on the show. And Tati went off, and that's how they got off of the show. Well, he said that I think he and Tati was kind of talking a little bit, but Tati wants a public apology from him, and he's not trying to hear it. But child, I hear dog will holler. Let's get into it. So Jada took to her YouTube, and she has gone live an hour or so, but it's not an hour, so you get the gist of it in the first 10 minutes. So this is what really happened as far as Jay is concerned. So Jay and Tati has banished Keke, right? They rocking with them. They doing this stuff. They trying to get some things done. Tati said that she was doing all the work and Jay was not doing as much. Jay said that Tati wanted her to call Clay. She got the number from Tati and see where he was, like if he wanted to talk to her or whatever. So instead of Jay saying, no, girl, we grown, you handle that on your own. If you want your man back, get your man back. I'm going to even go work on Cinco and get my man back. So this is what Jay said that had happened. She said that Tati had given her Clay's number. She called Clay to see what was going on. But while she and Clay was in a conversation, Clay was like, hey, what's up? Like, what about doing these TV shows together? What about getting on a show together? She's saying, I'm like, cool, whatever. I'm about that money. Like, let's go make this bread. Now, all the while, Tati doesn't know this. Tati thinks she over there talking to Clay to get them back together.
Now, I want to pause this for a minute because Jay dragged the Never Ever Met, said Taronda wasn't a good hostess, that and the third, and that, it doesn't deserve to win an Emmy. But now Jay is wanting to partner up with Clay to go on other reality shows to get to the bag. Okay, let's roll on.
But she over here in a business deal on the phone with Clay. And she was like, it ain't nothing with it. She was like, I was telling her that I was going to try to do something. She was like, Clay is always on TV. He is a businessman. He's about his money. And he mentioned doing like a show together. And she mentioned like Survivor, what is it? The race, the Amazing Race. And she mentioned stuff like that. She was like, I don't want to do a dating show. Like, he's not my dude. I'm not trying to do that. And I told her that I had talked to him and this is what he was saying. So now Jay does not understand why Tati sent her a text message saying that she's going to just go on and do this thing on her own and she wishes her well. Because now she was like, she said that to me, but then she went on Instagram and made a video about it. She was like, I don't see why she had to do that. But here's the problem. Jay, you was wrong. You know how Tati feels about Clay. Clay is not talking to Tati, but you gonna call him for her to see where his headspace is to get back with Tati. But then you done enter into a business conversation, and now you want to link up with him to be on TV or other reality shows, and she don't see nothing wrong with that. Tati over here hurt. Tati has come back and she is apologizing. She really apologized to Keke for talking about her. Like, they talked about how she smelled. They talked about how she was on the Houston trip, how she didn't have no money, and Tati paid for her whole weekend. And she was rocking with Jay like that. But she was like, at the end of the day, Jay knew that there was a dude that I was, into, regardless of how I really felt. And she is low-key in love with Clay. I still don't get it. But she was like, she just wrong. And she feels hurt. And I totally understand Tati. I get it. I think Jay and Tati, like, they're not real friends. They met on the show. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they've been rocking for 5 or 6 years. Jay is out here ready to get to the bag. And any way she can get to the bag, she's going to get to the bag. And Tati feels like, I get it, she wants to get to the bag. But if we're forming a relationship and you know how I feel about my ex, like, that should be, off limits. And I agree with her. Y'all let me know what you think. Do you think Tati's right for like being in her feelings about it? Or do you think Jay is right? For like, you know what, girl, we out here, we trying to get this bag. I understand it's your dude, but he was like, what's up with being on TV? Let me know how you feel, honey, but this is what's going on. It's your girl Millie Chan. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Shout out to Millie Chun. Really, really good assistant. Also a great personality there. Sound like one that loved money. Maybe ran over it. Yes, a 12-inch waterway. No problem. Let's see if there's any. Nope, just those two comments there. So shout out to Millie Chun. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to go to Two Sugars, One Shot. Instagram right here, and we are going to press play here. Here we go.
Hey y'all, so I'm going to get on here and I'm going to try to share this story as simple, as clear, and as concise as possible now that I'm not emotionally charged about the situation. So basically, without saying too much, Clay has been in communications with Jay for various reasons, and now all of a sudden it's so important for him to partner with her to apply to different reality shows. And literally the one person that I've been building with this whole time, doing the podcast, all this different stuff, he decides that that's the person that out of all the women in the world, he has to partner with her and apply to different reality TV shows. And Jay decided that I guess she feels like it's just business, and as long as it's not a dating show, this, that, and the third, that it's fine. Obviously, that's not fine with me for several different reasons. One, because I put so much energy into Two Sugars, One Shot. The only reason why we even be having content half the time is because I'm posting it. I'm editing the vlog. If I didn't vlog the whole time, there would have been no vlog. There would have been no... I've contributed way too much to be partnered up with somebody who is so like ready to jump ship over a couple opportunities for money when there's other people that she could do this stuff with. So Jay always talks about how she wants to do like challenges and do athletic stuff. And I'm just like, she said, oh, well, I'd rather do it with Jared, or I forgot who else she said, or Cinco. So why not just simply apply with Jared or Cinco instead of fucking pairing up with somebody's ex? And she knows how I feel about him. I know at the end of the day, maybe it's stupid for me to still feel a way about anything that has to do with Clay, but at the end of the day, I really did fucking care about him, and I really did like and love him, regardless of what people fucking try to say and make it seem like the shit was fake. It was not fake. Like, I wouldn't be on the internet crashing out for fake. This shit wouldn't have even got under my skin if it was for fake. So Jay knows exactly how I feel about Clay, and the fact that she would basically just be like ready to just invest with him over me. At this point, I feel like she's investing with him over me, whether they get on the show or not. I feel like it's completely disrespectful and rude to just disregard me and my feelings in this way when it's so unnecessary. There's a million fucking niggas that she could fucking apply to any show with. She does not need Clay to do it. But however, Clay is a sweet talker, so I'm pretty sure he just be making shit sound so fucking good. Oh, I have all these fucking opportunities, this, that, and the third. And she is just, I guess, pressed upon doing shit with him. So good fucking riddance. I'm not gonna say good luck because I don't fucking wish you guys luck. I hope to never see you guys on the screen together. Ooh. But yeah, so that's why I can't fuck with her no more. I don't want to be paired with nobody, because the last thing I need to do is keep fucking investing and building with somebody, and then, oh, by the way, I got booked for... Hey, y'all.
So that is basically the gist of it. Now, here's how I feel about it. For you to ask your homegirl, who you are in a business relationship with, for her ex's number, and you've been talking to Clay for this, that, and the third, just to end up being in a business deal with her ex, to go on reality shows when you could have went on with anyone else. I feel that, right? Because it's the principle of the thing. On the other hand, all of y'all were on a reality show, right? So at the beginning, middle, end of the day, y'all really are not that connected. You're not. You're connected through a show, but that's about it. So nobody's, paying anybody's bills. Nobody is taking care of any responsibilities. It's that and the third. So let's see what the comments are saying here. My flapper is gasted. Me too. Laughing emoji. I'm a bit baffled at how Jay claims to be so real and then does this. Exactly. I don't even know why she would think that this was even a valid option. She is real. She is selfish. She was never a friend. It's awesome opportunity. Reality TV is the business, and sometimes friendship get caught crossfire. And the worst part is right now, make a laughing stock out, y'all. I don't think Jay meant to hurt you, but miscommunication did. I hope you two can fix this offline before it spirals. Yes, I get honesty can prevent surprises, but don't erase the hurt you feel when it comes to when it crosses a personal boundary like your ex. Her being honest doesn't make it right. She can apply with other men, not my ex. I'm good. And then that comment I just read. Yes, I get honesty can prevent surprise, but it doesn't erase the hurt you feel when it crosses a boundary like your ex. So Tay Tai, shout out to you, gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful profile there. It's indeed there. So yeah. Okay, she's from. I'm trying to think. Who is that? Season 8. Is that Tequila or Tequila? Maybe, I don't know. Tai. If a potential opportunity with my ex is more important than my feelings as someone who has been riding with her publicly, even when everyone was against her, that was attractive to you. I must move on. It's too easy for her to switch sides, and I'm already carrying the workload of whatever two sugars, one shot is or was. You handle things your way. I'm not saying this is the right way, but also I'm not about to be fake on the internet or just not say shit when you are trying to work with Clay. Your feelings are 100% valid. It's a boundary for you, and I respect that. Very grown conversation there between those two ladies there. Ayana 1970 has shocked emojis. The reply is a shocked emoji back. That's Trina. That's baby Trina there. Shout out to her. They are selfish. I'm glad God showed you people's true colors, and you can move on with your life and be blessed. Let's see the reply on that one. Thank you. Your feelings are valid. That's not cool at all. Thank you so much. It's so trash. This is your time to shine. I love and move in your own direction. I hate that happened. I hate that it happened this way, but glad it happened sooner rather than later. Thank you. I believe the same. Everything for a reason. I need to refocus on myself. I fear Jay will take it to hell and air everything. And I fear Jay will take it to hell and air out anything y'all talked about as friends and just drag this. I don't care because she could say, I don't care because whatever she could say, I would just make it to content. LOL. How in the New Hampshire fuck did it get brought into this? Oh my God. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh, okay, Jared be talking to that Muppet. Who knew? Oh, not Muppet. Oh, no. That's so crazy. I'm so sorry you had to experience that. So those are the comments from the first, post. Damn, that Muppet comic took me out about Jay. All right, so here is this one here from Tati. So this is called taking. Sorry. Ooh, ear popped. Taking accountability and ending an error. Here we go.
Hey, you guys. So you guys have seen what's happened, and obviously 2 sugars, 1 shot is not going to be a thing anymore. I just feel like it's best for all of us to just move on and do our own separate things and move on and do our own separate ventures. The show is over, and if we can't make it work as a unit, then we should just hang it up, flat screen, get rid of it, and move on. So I won't be talking much more about the show. I appreciate the show for all that it's done for me and all of the positive things that have come from it, mostly meeting a lot of you guys and all the support that comes from you all. I've had a lot of fun engaging with you guys and talking to you all. However, one thing that I still don't feel good about sometimes at night, it doesn't sit comfy with my spirit, is the fact that on the live that we did after Houston, Keke's smell and her weight apparently was discussed. And I don't feel good about that. We had a conversation prior where we actually agreed that it would not be a good idea to talk about everything that happened, including, the stuff that I just mentioned. And I want to apologize for being a part of that, and continuing to add on to the situation. It's a live, so part of it is kind of like impromptu. So I wasn't expecting us to talk about it, but when it was brought up and when Jay did say something about her smell, obviously I did add on to it, and I'm not proud of that. So I apologize. If Keke ever sees this, I apologize to you. This is not an attempt to reach out to be friends, but it is just an apology and me taking accountability for how I showed up and how I was a part in facilitating and spreading that information. Also, lastly, to the few people who just can't seem to comprehend, because the majority of people who with common sense understand why me and Jay are no longer good. I don't have a problem with Jay doing anything. I always support my friends in whatever they want to do. If she wants to do a show, if she wants to do a challenge, if she wants to, whatever she wants to do, I don't care. My whole thing is it didn't have to be with my ex. Anything that Clay has access to and he could type up and put his name on the application, Jay could do the same thing. And she doesn't need Clay to do it. So all of a sudden, now that I guess that's her boy and all the crazy shit that she was saying on live last night, I don't know. I wasn't on there. I didn't tune in. I won't be tuning in the future. So the only shit that I will know is the stuff that you guys tell me. But honestly, everything is irrelevant at this point. So obviously I knew the moment that me and Jay weren't good that she was going to do this. So I have nothing else to say and add. At the end of the day, I feel like me and Jay were entertaining together, but our values are different. And at the core of everything, even when I am saying stuff, I don't want to hurt anybody. Like, I'm not out here to hurt anybody. And I'm not here to be mean-spirited. That's never been me. And those of you guys who have been connecting with me know that. So it's just probably just best anyway. Hey, you guys.
So there is that response there. Proud of Tati for, reaching, that conclusion of saying sorry to Keke. It looks like Keke and Tati, and looks like Keke and Jay will not be friends anytime soon. Which, of course, that's why people always say the realness of reality TV usually comes after the show, right? And it's sad what has happened. We streamed that live about Keke. It was very graphic. It was very blunt and to the point. And, we found the soul in that live, but that was a difficult live to watch. I do hope that Tati and Keke can have a conversation, because maybe there's some things that were left out that maybe Keke didn't know about. But yeah, this one's a real one. This situation rather has a real palpable energy to it. You seem kind-hearted on the show too, so I understand. Good job of taking accountability. With a heart emoji, we mess up sometimes. I know I do, but we're human. Thank you. Happy for you. Thank you. Sometimes people need to step into your light to shine. Align yourself with people who want to build you up, not dim your light. Exactly this. Wow. I didn't know anything about you and Jay. It's a very recent development. Oh, she just responded about an hour ago. In this industry, you get one shot, one moment to break through. Check your emotions. Get your emotions in check. Rather, use your platform wisely. Using your platform wisely, rather, can take you real places. I feel like every human should read the 4 agreements. Reckless emotions can ruin everything. Wow. Some very strong words there. Definitely a high priority to use my platform in good ways. Yes, Tati, your journey is just that. Your journey. You do not need to be a part of any group if it takes away from what you were meant to be and do. Thank you. That part about Keke rubbed me the wrong way, but I was like, hey, they are human. And speaking out of emotions, I'm so glad you apologized for that. Yes, I did feel good about it. Respect for taking accountability, apologizing, and apologizing. I agree as well. As she was your true friend, she would not have went about it then. Thank you. I'm never prideful to admit when I have made a misstep. Um, the sad emojis. Was she musty though? The truth isn't always pretty. It was the truth, but people did not need to know that. Are you apologizing because you and Jay aren't friends anymore? So those are the two Instagram lives, ladies and gentlemen. Child. So I found this live right here. Okay, so here it is. Okay, here we go, y'all. Now, Millie Chun said you can find out in the first 10 minutes. We will just play it. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
This is Jay, everybody.
Can you join anybody on? I just put on. Can you get on my live? Just hop on real quick and just say hey and then hop that off. Anybody gonna say nothing? What do you think they gonna say? Anybody in here? It takes people a while to find my fucking lives. I don't know why. You can be silent though. No, don't go on mute. Fuck that. Stay on. You don't gotta say anything. You don't have to go on mute though. Hey. Don't go on. You really gonna go on mute? Anybody got anybody on here yet? You can talk. Oh. Come on. Come on. Let me see. Come on. You said you was watching the video?
Okay.
I know y'all ain't seen me on live. Y'all ain't seen me on live in a minute. Want me to tell y'all why? Who wanna know why y'all ain't seen me on live? Who wants to know why I have not been live? Because I ain't sad no more. I was on live because I was bored. So now, you know, I was bored and I ain't bored no more. So I'll let y'all do the math. I'm trying to wait till I get, let me see. It's not really tea, y'all. Like, when I tell y'all this shit, y'all can be like, girl, it's not, because it's not tea. It's literally nothing. That's why I'm so shocked that this damn, I'm very shocked right now that anything is even on the internet because nothing even fucking happened. But some people like the internet. I don't give a damn.
Ooh, that's so
it sounds corny, right? Exactly. This shit is crazy. Let me tell y'all what happened. I'm mad at my business today, doing my fucking work. All of a sudden, I get a phone call. I'm on the phone with somebody already. I'm on the phone. Hey, sleep, whatever. I'm on the phone already. I get a phone call from Clay. Me and Clay cool. I was just talking to Clay for the past 2 weeks. I've been talking to Clay. So like, damn, okay. I'm talking to Clay. It's been 2 weeks. Me just talking to Clay. And I'm talking to Clay because Tati told me to reach out to Clay because she wants to start back talking to him. So I'm like, okay, cool. Fuck it. I'll reach out to Clay and see, like, you know, what you feel about Tati these days. Boom. That ain't shit. We was like, fuck it. Let's get our niggas back. Fuck it. So we talking. And he just told me, like, yeah, you know, she want me to do a public apology, but I'm not doing that because I ain't do shit. I'm like, I hear you. I'm gonna tell her that shit. And I was like, Tati, I have to get, because she gets so upset and she gets so, like, she'll crash out on him. She'll be nice to him, and all of a sudden she'll crash out on him. I'm like, girl, you gotta stop doing that shit. He ain't gonna never want to talk to your ass ever if you keep crashing out. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then to me and him just been talking about shit. You know, Clay is a businessman. I talked to him last week. He was like, yeah, I'm going to LA. I got this lined up. He just telling me all this shit because me and him are actually cool. Like, he been calling me sis since the show. So then today happens. I mean, I just talked to Tati this morning because she texted me last night. I was busy because I've been busy. But I texted this morning, like, okay, I'm gonna get some shit together for this podcast shit. Cool. I'm gonna get it locked in by the end of the day. Cool. Clay called me talking about, hey, you know, he's talking about TV shows and shit. Y'all know we met on TV, so that's Clay's shit. He done been on 20,000 shows, so he's doing that shit. So the nigga tell me about shows and shit. He said, hey, after he tell me about all the shit he got lined up, he told me like, yeah, hey, would you ever do a show with me? I'm like, nigga, hell yeah, depending on the show. I'm like, I'm looking for like competition based shows. Like I told him, like from the jump, even with Never Ever Met, I want to do the challenge because it's produced by the same producer, Brenna Murray. I want to go on the challenge. It's competition based. Y'all saw how me and Cinco was on the show. Very competitive. I'm competitive. I want to do some competition shows. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. My first person I would ever do a show with would be Cinco, and then after that, I'm like, shit, I'll pick Jared because that nigga athletic. So I'm like, in my mind, this is during the show. Like before the reunion, I'm thinking like, damn, if I ever get picked up on the challenge and I have to bring somebody, if Cinco can't do it, I'm gonna do Jared because at the time Clay ain't in shape. Because remember, y'all, Clay just lost weight, so I wasn't thinking about that nigga Clay. I'm thinking about Cinco and Jared. I'm trying to win some motherfucking money. If y'all know what the challenge is. So then he's like, yeah. So he said, you want to do shit with me? I'm like, hell yeah. He said, it's some shit that I get to my email because he said, this is what I do for a living. Like, I like doing this show. It'd be a little easy money. I'm like, I know Clay. Clay is all about his money. He's a businessman. Do your shit. Do as many shows as you want with as many different people. Do your shit. I'm not knocking nobody motherfucking hustle. At least you making money. So I'm like, hell yeah, I do that shit. Depending on the show, yeah. So to let me know, he said, okay, cool. You know, he said I was going to do a show with Tati. I was like, why you just want to do it with Tati? I said this shit to him on the phone today. He said, no, because Tati, I tried to do an exit show with her, but she keeps talking about I need to give her a public apology, and I'm sick of that shit. One day she likes me, so one day she don't. I'm blocked up. He said he done with that shit, so I'm not asking her to do shit else because she had opportunity. He said with all the shit she orchestrated for this show, and then gonna turn around and say, that she want to turn around and crash out, but she the one who was okay with the storyline for Never Ever Met. Again, I'm learning all this shit as they telling me they storyline for Never Ever Met. I thought everything was real. Who knew that the shit was orchestrated the whole time by Tati and Clay? So her crashing out, doing all.
Wait a minute. So the storyline between Tati and Clay was not real, and Clay was going to do a reality show with Tati. But, you know, Tati wants a public apology, and Clay feels like Tati is giving mixed signals, right? And here's the thing, right? Now, of course, you know, the challenge is produced by Bummer Murray Productions, but you talked about the Never Ever Met so bad. If I was a producer, I would hold that against you for you trying to cast yourself on one of our other shows. That's just me, though, but let's keep going.
On the internet, yeah, she already knew about it, but it's still, she started to catch feelings, and it is what it is. That shit real. So that's cool. I'm done. Me and him done talking. He's like, I'm like, shit, I'm being in Atlanta this weekend, and he live in Atlanta because again, that's my homie. I fuck with Clay. Again, she told me 2 weeks ago to fucking call Clay to tell him to fucking talk to her, like, because he would not talk to her, y'all. He refused to respond to her text messages. He just over that shit. Orchestrated their fucking storyline. Which is cool because everybody's storyline was orchestrated but me and Cinco. Nobody's shit was real but me and Cinco. But y'all should have known that shit just by watching it. So Never Ever Met was real. It one stage, but people had storylines like Dallas and Dallas and fucking Charlie and Jared. All that shit was fake. Like y'all, if y'all that stupid to think that shit was real, only people who was real literally was me and fucking Cinco. We the only people who really was on there really trying to date, really trying to do some shit. They just trying to sell TV, whatever. Cool. I ain't knocking this shit because it's business. So I called Tati and I said, I just got the phone with Clay. I think she's gonna be giggling. I just got the phone with Clay, but again, she has not talked about. Clay has not responded back to none of her messages, so she already mad. And I keep telling her every day, don't crash out on him. Just give him some time. He gonna talk to you in a minute. Give him some time. But she like, well, taking this nigga so long. Like I already apologized. I'm like. Hell no. Chris and Tati was also orchestrated by them just to get more views. Like all this shit is orchestrated. It's just TV. So then we talking, and she was like, I said, let me see what Clay just said. Like he said got some shit going on and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, I told him, yeah, I'll do that shit. And then immediately she just flipped. Like her whole mood changed. And I'm like, yeah, she blocks Chris and she blocked Clay every fucking week. She unblock him. Like, y'all, I don't know. I be trying to tell her to chill out, but it's only so much you can tell somebody who wears their emotion on their sleeves like that. So yeah, I tell her. I didn't have to tell her shit. Remember, because all he did was give the idea of, hey, would you want to do on the show? Would you ever do a show with me? I'm like, hell yeah, for the right price. So it's nothing like set in stone. So she gets mad and say, you know what? I'm just done. I'm gonna focus on myself.
So Tati is blocking people because people are not responding to her requests at her whim. Okay.
All this bullshit. And I'm thinking to myself, wait, she's upset about this shit? I'm telling her that this is what he just presented to me. And I didn't say the shit was like a sentence. So I'm telling her, yeah, this nigga presented this shit. The first thing she said was, why did he just ask me? Because he know I want to get some money. Shit like that. And I'm like, well, he said he pretty much done. Like, he already tried to do the exit show with you after this show, but he said you were doing too much online, and he just said he don't want to do that with you no more. So he found other people to do shows with. I never said I was doing a relationship show with this nigga. Man, he could do a fucking baking show. We can go on fucking Food Network and do a cupcake fucking show. You know, like, it ain't. I don't know if she thought, but I even told her like it's gonna be like competition money type shows. I do Family Feud with this nigga. I don't give a fuck. It's business. I ain't, you know. So yeah, okay, she got mad.
Now, Family Feud. Hang on one second. Now, Family Feud, you actually have to be like family related, right? So, are you trying to go on Celebrity Family Feud? Like, what's going on here? Okay.
Me a text like, hey, I'm just gonna start focusing on myself. This is after our phone call. I'm like, okay. And I'm just giving her answers like, okay, like, all right, whatever you're entitled to, however you want to feel, cool. She said, you know, nothing, no bad blood. I don't want nothing, nothing. I don't feel away. I just feel like I'm going to focus on myself. I'm like, cool. 10 minutes later, she on the internet. So I'm like, this girl is, because I don't have no bad blood against the damn girl. She just gets so upset. She just on her, she gets, I don't know, y'all. She's the type of, I don't know. She's very emotional. So I think she just crashed out, and something about Clay really hits a nerve with her. So again, she ran to the internet as soon as she told me she wasn't, and then that's when it went left for me. Like, why are you going to the internet with this shit? Like, why is this even news? You don't have to announce every fucking thing. But I don't do no lame shit like that. I'm really real. Y'all should know that shit. I'm not. None of that shit on the show was fake. None of the shit I do is fake. I don't do that fake ass shit. I'm real as fuck. Okay. So me coming to her saying, "Hey, let me say what this nigga Clay just said." As a friend, I'm telling her this shit. But for her to flip and be like, "Good luck to Clay and Jay," like, look, what the fuck? What you saying good luck for? Ain't shit even set in stone. Nothing has happened. His nigga asked me would I ever be, and then she said put Cinco in it. I'm like, girl, I wouldn't give a fuck if you did a show with Cinco. You and Cinco go do fucking Fear Factor together. I won't give a fuck. Go get that motherfucking money. But again, she still have feelings about him. I understand, but me and Clay is not on that with me. I know Clay. Clay knows Cinco, and Cinco don't play that shit. Regardless, he's not on that with me. Clay is about money, y'all. Again, y'all have seen Clay on to 10,000 TV shows. Clay don't give a fuck. As long as he gonna get a check, he's gonna do it. And that's the same shit she is on, but she is upset because he no longer wants to do anything moving forward with her. So there's that. I hope that settled it. I ain't even gonna address this shit, but everybody in my DMs talking about well, what happened? I'm like, shit. Clay asked me in the future, not today, not tomorrow, not in the next 6 months. In the future, if something pops up, can he put my name down to be a partner? Period.
Wow.
And yeah, she has feelings for Clay, but okay. What they got to do with me? I don't got feelings for Clay. He asked me if I want to do a fucking TV show with him. What does me go? Imagine me and him get casted to do Cupcake Wars on Food Network. If me and him go to do a Cupcake Wars on Food Network, how the hell? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Y'all let me know. Why would I say no? It's business, because you got to understand. If she was just on my phone telling me tell Clay we got to make some money, and I want to do more shows with Clay. We can milk this shit because people are already interested in me and his storyline. She's telling me all this shit. But now because he no longer wants to do that shit and deal with that crazy shit, that's a problem.
Oh,
but when you was doing that shit with Chris, you was doing that shit with Chris, it was okay. But if he asked me to do some regular shit that can give us some fucking money and more like, again, y'all, Clay is a man who likes to be, he this is the world he's trying to get into. He's tapping into this shit. He want to do as many commercials and TV shows as possible. So, yeah. And I told her, like, shit, you can feel, you entitled to feel sad, emotional, and all that shit, but ain't nothing happened. He asked me a question, I gave him an honest answer. I was gonna lie? I don't give a fuck if she can go do the fucking Love Island with Cinco. I don't give a fuck. But that's just me. And again, y'all, y'all think he could ask any other girl. He's doing shit like he got some shit in the works with other people right now. He just saying, hey, for certain shit, again, competition type of shows, he's gonna say, hey, I want to put your name. Ain't like he's gonna put my name for fucking Ready to Love or some fucking Never Ever Met season 3. He's gonna put my name on some shit that we can actually win, like competition, physical type stuff, Survivor, the Challenge, Amazing Race, that type of shit. So y'all gotta understand, like, I mean, shit. If that, it don't make no sense. Like, but she know it ain't like I don't talk to Clay. The only reason me and Clay, I even have Clay's number. Hold on. Only reason I have Clay's number is because she told me to hit the nigga up for her. This was 2 weeks ago. I'm on the phone with Clay while I'm out at work saying, hey, you need to talk to Tati. You know, she really fuck with you. And we, you know, get back together and the type of shit. But it's just like now, because he calling me as a sister, he literally calls me sis, y'all. He coming to me saying this shit. And now it's an issue but she told me that it's because why would he just not do it with me? He's being petty. I was like, well, he ain't, the way you be acting, he don't want to deal with that shit. He just don't want to deal with it. And she know that shit. But again, she's upset because she's been reaching out to this man, trying to reconcile. He's not responding back. And she has every right to feel mad because I was just doing the same shit with Cinco. I was fucking pissed off that I was blocked. The fuck? But yeah. So that's it. So run and tell that. Run and tell that.
And we definitely have, my friend. We definitely have. Interesting live that Jay did. Listen, what it seems to me is that Tati did not know how to let go of Clay. Clay was trying but just wanted some space. Tati didn't give any space. Cinco blocked Jay, and so it looked like this was just a money grab. And Tati didn't like the fact that her ex and Jay were going to be doing a money grab together, but she wanted her and him to be doing a money grab together. So, child, I just can't. I can't. Oh my Lord Jesus, that was just crazy, child. Like I said, the 1.75 liter bottle has been taken. It is a crash out with the Never Ever Mets. Oh, it better be a season 3 renewal on the way for the Never Ever Mets. That's all I got to say. That is all I have to say, child, because I mean, good damn. I mean, the show's been off for a couple of months now, and the show keeps continuing. You know what I mean? So it's, oh my God. If it's not one thing, it's another. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. So we're going to take a little commercial break, and we'll be back with more Braylon's Virtual Tour Live, right after this. Roll it.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
Me and Daddy met when we were teenagers. We were both working here, and it was right there in that kitchen where Mommy and Daddy fell in love.
Yeah.
So if they're bringing back the original recipe, then you know it's gonna be good.
Our original recipe is back. Churches.
Me and
Introducing the greatest escape in the Caribbean, the island you've been waiting for. Welcome to the Great Life on Great Stirrup Cay. This is the greatest pool you've ever seen life, 28,000 square feet of it, and the epic water park life. It's where you can truly experience the whoa life and the floating through paradise life. It's time to escape to a mind-blowing, sky-high tower of water slides and the Here We Go life. Escape to the one more please wherever you please life and kick it into high gear. Escape to where you can kick back and relax. The great life is waiting. Escape to the incredible new Great Stirrup Cay, only with Norwegian Cruise Line. Introduce.
I'm loving it. And I'm loving y'all right back. Welcome back into Braylon's virtual tour live. Glad to have all of you here in the building with me. Yes, indeed. There. Hang on 1 second, y'all. Yes, indeed. Okay, then. That is... Okay. Interesting. All right, y'all. I just had to check on something real quick. Yeah. All right. So, what a live that was for sure. Very interesting development from the world of the Never Ever Mets. Like I said, I am just on my off day, just chillaxing, minding my own damn business. And this ends up happening. Ciao, and ciao. You really never know what's going to happen with this show and with any show on reality TV. Honestly, um, it is quite sad. So we'll see what the development is. I did message Gigi, and she said, "Child, listen." But yes, indeed. So. Hmm, man. But yes, indeed. So. So yep, we're just here chilling, everybody. Y'all. But anyway, glad to have y'all here. I'm gonna give y'all a full hour before we head off here. But yes, indeed. So. Hmm. Y'all guys got any questions for me before we head out? Because that quite was a lot. Hmm. So yes, indeed. Hmm. Almost there, y'all, to one fledged hour there. But yeah, that was a lot. That was quite a lot. So, man. Yes, indeed. So, well, we're almost there to a full fledged hour. But yeah, I think you guys got the gist of the situation. Just want to come on and give y'all that update with what was going on there. And yeah, that was just crazy. That was absolutely crazy. Um, yeah, that was just yeah. Well, we'll see what happens with season three. Two Sugars in One Shot is no longer happening. So, with that being said, everybody, I don't think Gigi is coming. Not that I know of. I did message her though. She's probably busy with her hubby and living her life as always. But yes, indeed. So, actually, give me 1 minute, y'all. Hang on. All right, y'all. Gigi will be here in just a little bit to talk with us about this live. Child, this is just crazy. This is just crazy. Hang on, let me get the link here. Let me do this. Okay, there we go. So we'll wait for Gigi to get here, and we'll make it do what it do. This child, this is crazy. This is legitimately crazy, child. Wow, wow. Hey, two people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're just chillaxing. We just talked about Tati and Jay and the Never Ever Mets, that they are no longer a thing. Um, that just happened today. So yes, indeed. So yeah, we're just waiting for Gigi to come up here, and we'll talk about for a little bit longer with her, and then we'll probably get out of here. But yeah, as I'm just chilling on my day off, child, this stuff happens. I'm like, good lord. Oh man. But yes, indeed. So if you guys got any questions about what's going on, let me know. I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Otherwise, glad to have all of you here. We are just chillaxing. Oh Lord. Yeah. So what do y'all think about this situation with Jay and Tati? I guess I get both sides, but still it's just the situation of just trying to make a bag, I guess, really got caught in the crossfire, right? So good Lord Jesus. Yes, indeed. Hopefully y'all day is going well. It is 85 degrees where I am right now. 85 degrees. So, yes, oh, Lord. So, yep. Let me see here. So it looks like everything is pretty much done with the not with the Never Ever Mets, but with Two Sugar One Shot YouTube. They even got their YouTube channel still up. The TikTok is done. Like there's no TikToks on their thing on their TikTok page anymore. So that is done and done. I'm trying to pull it up. Okay. And come on. Get to know us. This will be the real test. Okay. All right then. So videos unavailable to Two Sugars One Shot. Because I know they had like their vlog. Oh man, they were almost at 1,000 subscribers. All right, y'all. Here is Gigi. Hey, my friend.
Hey, how are you?
I am good, my friend. So from the clip I sent you, do you get a sense of what's going on?
Yeah, I had seen that, but then I'd also seen like a snippet of Tatiana when she had actually went live and was talking about how she was just done with everything. She didn't want to get into it because of well, she wasn't trying to give too many details, but she basically said what it was, which was the fact that, you know, Jay and Clay's conversation, how it turned. So I seen that before you had sent me what Millie Chun said, but watching that video, a lot more makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just crazy how that all plays out, though. You know what I'm saying? It's all crazy.
Yeah, it is, because we played Jay's live as well. And have you seen Jay's live?
No, I haven't seen her live.
Okay, I'm gonna rewind it so you can see it.
Okay.
It gave some additional context, but I feel like this at this point, Gigi, like either way, people are going to feel in the way they're gonna feel in their camps. You know what I mean? Because people like Jay, people like Tati, and it just is what it is at this point. I will say this is the show that keeps on giving, which can be a blessing or a curse depending on how you look at it. But
I mean, shit, it's called the Never Ever Met, but should it be called Never Ever Meet Again? Because this is the make or break thing.
Yeah. So here is Jay's live. It's about an hour, but I think it's about 15 minutes and 12 seconds. She basically tells it, but I'm just gonna let you see it. Here we go.
Oh yeah. Can you join anybody on? I just put on. Can you get on my live? Just hop on real quick and just say hey, and then hop that off. Anybody gonna say nothing? What do you think they gonna say? Anybody in here? It's like the people a while to find my fucking lives. I don't know why. You can be that though. No, don't go on mute. Fuck that. Stay on. You don't gotta say anything. You don't have to go on mute though. Hey. Don't go on. You really gonna go on mute? Anybody got anybody on here yet? You can talk. Oh, come on. Let me see. Come on. You said you was watching the video?
Okay.
I know y'all ain't seen me on live. Y'all ain't seen me on live in a minute. Want me to tell y'all why? Who wanna know why y'all ain't seen me on live? Who wants to know why I have not been live? Because I ain't
do you have a new man or something? I don't know.
Because I was bored.
Yeah, I didn't know who that was. I didn't question it though, because it was more about the content. But that's a very good point. We do not know who that is.
Yeah, but it definitely seems like if you was bored and you're not bored, there's a man's voice in the background, which looks like in your bedroom.
Right.
Let's just go ahead and play detectives and say you possibly have a new man.
Potentially.
Just throwing that out there. Possibly. That's what makes you happy, especially after what you went through. Girl, get it. Like, ain't nobody saying like you're not supposed to. You're a grown ass woman. Like, you're single. You're not married. You're not, you know what I'm saying, playing the field. You go out there and do whatever it is that you truly want to do.
Right. No, very good point. Very good point indeed.
So now, I was bored and I ain't bored no more. So I'll let y'all do the math. I'm trying to wait till I get, let me see. It's not really tea, y'all. Like, when I tell y'all this shit, y'all can be like, girl, it's not, because it's not tea. It's not, it's literally nothing. That's why I'm so shocked that this damn, I'm very shocked right now that anything is even on the internet, because nothing even fucking happened. But some people like the internet. I don't give a damn. It sounds corny, right? Exactly. This shit is crazy. Let me tell y'all what happened. I'm mad at my business today. doing my fucking work. All of a sudden, I get a phone call. I'm on the phone with somebody already. I'm on the phone. Hey, sleep, whatever. I'm on the phone already. I get a phone call from Clay. Me and Clay cool. I was just talking to Clay for the past 2 weeks. I've been talking to Clay. So like, damn, okay. I'm talking to Clay. It's been 2 weeks. Me just talking to Clay. And I'm talking to Clay because Tati told me to reach out to Clay because she wants to start back talking to him. So I'm like, okay, cool. Fuck it. I'll reach out to Clay and see, like, you know, why you feel about Tati these days. Boom. That ain't shit. We was like, fuck it. Let's get our niggas back. Fuck it. So we talking, and he just told me like, yeah, you know, she want me to do a public apology, but I'm not doing that because I ain't do shit. I'm like, I hear you. I'm gonna tell her that shit. And I was like, Tati, I have to, because she gets so upset and she gets so like, she'll crash out on him. She'll be nice to him, all of a sudden she'll crash out on him. I'm like, girl, you gotta stop doing that shit. He ain't gonna never want to talk to your ass ever if you keep crashing out. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then so me and him just been talking about shit. You know, Clay is a businessman. I talked to him last week. He was like, yeah, I'm going to LA. I got this lined up. He just telling me all this shit because me and him are actually cool. Like he been calling me sis since the show. Today happens. I just talked to Tati this morning because she texted me last night. I was busy because I've been busy. But I texted this morning, okay, I'm gonna get some shit together for this podcast shit. Cool. I'm gonna get it locked in by the end of the day. Cool. Clay called me talking about, hey, you know, he's talking about TV shows and shit. Y'all know we met on TV. So that's Clay's shit. He done been on 20,000 shows. So he's doing this shit. So the nigga tell me about shows and shit. He said, hey, after he tell me about all the shit he got lined up. He tell me like, yeah, hey, would you ever do a show with me? I'm like, nigga, hell yeah, depending on the show. I'm like, I'm looking for like competition-based shows. Like, I told him like from the jump, even with Never Ever Met, I want to do the challenge because it's produced by the same producer, Brenna Murray. I want to go on the challenge. It's competition-based. Y'all saw how me and Cinco was on the show. Very competitive. I'm competitive. I want to do some competition shows. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. My first person I would ever do a show with would be Cinco, and then after that, I'm like, shit, I'll pick Jared because that nigga athletic. So I'm like, because this is in my mind, this is during the show. Like before the reunion, I'm thinking like, damn, if I ever get picked up on the challenge and I have to bring somebody, if Cinco can't do it, I'm gonna do Jared because at the time Clay ain't in shape. Because remember, y'all, Clay just lost weight, so I wasn't thinking about that nigga Clay. I'm thinking about Cinco and Jared. I'm trying to win some motherfucking money. If y'all know what the challenge is. So then he's like, yeah. So he said, you want to do shit with me? I'm like, hell yeah. He said, it's some shit that I get to my email because he said, this is what I do for a living. Like, I like doing this show. It'd be a little easy money. I'm like, I know Clay. Clay is all about his money. He's a businessman. Do your shit. Do as many shows as you want with as many different people. Do your shit. I'm not knocking nobody motherfucking hustle. At least you making money. So I'm like, hell yeah, I do that shit. Depending on the show, yeah. So to let me know, he said, okay, cool. You know, he said I was trying to do a show with Tati. I was like, why you just want to do it with Tati? I said this shit to him on the phone today. He said, no, because Tati, I tried to do an exit show with her, but she keeps talking about I need to give her a public apology, and I'm sick of that shit. One day she likes me, one day she don't. I'm blocked up by. He said he done with that shit, so I'm not asking her to do shit else because she had her opportunity. He said with all the shit she orchestrated for this show, and then gonna turn around and say, she turned around and say that she want to turn around and crash out, but she the one who was okay with the storyline for Never Ever Met. Again, I'm learning all this shit as they telling me they storyline for Never Ever Met. I thought everything was real. Who knew that the shit was orchestrated the whole time by Tati and Clay? So her crashing out, doing it on the internet, yeah, she already knew about it, but it's still, she started to catch feelings, and it is what it is. That shit real. So that's cool. I'm done. Me and him done talking. He's like, I'm like, shit, I'm be in Atlanta this weekend, and he live in Atlanta because again, that's my homie. I fuck with Clay. Again, and she told me 2 weeks ago to fucking call Clay to tell him to fucking talk to her, like, because he would not talk to her, y'all. He refused to respond to her text messages. He just over that shit. Orchestrated their fucking storyline, which is cool because everybody's storyline was orchestrated but me and Cinco. Nobody's shit was real but me and Cinco, but y'all should have known that shit just by watching it. So Never Met was real at one stage, but people had storylines like Dallas and Dallas and fucking Charlie and Jared. All that shit was fake. Like, y'all, if y'all that stupid to think that shit was real, only people who was real literally was me and fucking Cinco. We the only people who really was on there really trying to date, really trying to do some shit. They just trying to sell TV, whatever. Cool. I ain't knocking this shit because it's business. So I called Tati and I said, Oh, I just got the phone with Clay. I'm thinking she's just gonna be giggling. I just got the phone with Clay, but again, she has not talked about. Clay has not responded back to none of her messages, so she already mad. And I keep telling her every day, don't crash out on him. Just give him some time. He gonna talk to you in a minute. Give him some time. But she's like, well, taking this nigga so long. Like, I already apologized. I'm like, hell no. No, Chris and Tati was also orchestrated by them just to get more views. Like, all this shit is orchestrated. It's just TV. So, so then we talking, and she was like, I said, let me see what Clay just said. Like, he said got some shit going on and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, I told him, yeah, I'll do that shit. And then immediately she just flipped. Like, her whole mood changed. And I'm like, yeah, she blocks Chris and she blocked Clay every fucking week. She unblocked him. Like, y'all, I don't know. I be trying to tell her to chill out, but it's only so much you can tell somebody who wears their emotion on their sleeves like that. So yeah, I tell her, I didn't have to tell her shit, remember, because all he did was give the idea of, hey, would you want to do on the show? Would you ever do a show with me? I'm like, hell yeah, for the right price. So it's nothing like set in stone. So she gets mad and say, you know what? I'm just done. I'm gonna focus on myself. All this bullshit. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, wait, she's upset about this shit? I'm telling her that this is what he just presented to me. And I didn't say the shit was like a set. So I'm telling her, yeah, this nigga presented this shit. The first thing she said was, why did he just ask me? Because he know I want to get the money. Shit like that. And I'm like, well, he said he pretty much done. Like, he already tried to do the exit show with you after this show, but he said you were doing too much online, and he just said he don't want to do that with you no more. So he found other people to do shows with. I never said I was doing a relationship show with this nigga. Man, he could do a fucking baking show. We can go on fucking Food Network and do a cupcake fucking show. You know, like, it ain't. I don't know if she thought, but I even told her, like, it's gonna be like competition money type shows. I'll do Family Feud with this nigga. I don't give a fuck. It's business. I ain't, you know. So yeah, she got mad. Sent me a text like, hey, I'm just gonna start focusing on myself. This is after our phone call. I'm like, okay. And I'm just giving her answers like, okay, like, all right, whatever you're entitled to, however you want to feel, cool. She said, you know, nothing, no bad blood. I don't want nothing, nothing. I don't feel a way. I just feel like I'm gonna focus on myself. I'm like, cool. 10 minutes later, she on the internet. So I'm like, this girl is, because I don't have no bad blood against the damn girl. She just gets so upset. She just on her, she gets, I don't know, y'all. She's the type of, I don't know. She's very emotional. So I think she just crashed out. And something about Clay really hits a nerve with her. So again, she ran to the internet as soon as she told me she wasn't, and then that's when it went left for me. Like, why are you going to the internet with this shit? Like, why is this even news? You don't have to announce every fucking thing. But I don't do no lame shit like that. I'm really real. Y'all should know that shit. I'm not, none of that shit on the show was fake. None of the shit I do was fake. I don't do that fake ass shit. I'm real as fuck. Okay? So me coming to her saying, hey, let me say what this nigga Clay just said. As a friend, I'm telling her this shit. But for her to flip and be like, good luck to Clay and Jay, like, look, what the fuck? What you saying good luck for? Ain't shit even is set in stone. Nothing is happening. His nigga asked me, would I ever be? And then she said, put Cinco in it. I'm like, girl, I wouldn't give a fuck if you did a show with Cinco. You and Cinco go do fucking Fear Factor together. I won't give a fuck. Go get that motherfucking money. But again, she still have feelings about him. I understand. But me and Clay is not on that with me. I know Clay. Clay knows Cinco, and Cinco don't play that shit. Regardless, he's not on that with me. Clay is about money. Y'all have seen Clay on to 10,000 TV shows. Clay don't give a fuck. As long as he gonna get a check, he's gonna do it. And that's the same shit she is on, but she is upset because he no longer wants to do anything moving forward with her. So there's that. I hope that settled it. I ain't even gonna address this shit, but everybody in my DMs talking about well, what happened? I'm like, shit. Clay asked me in the future, not today, not tomorrow, not in the next 6 months. In the future, if something pops up, can he put my name down to be a partner? Period. And yes, she has feelings for Clay, but okay. What they gotta do with me? I don't got feelings for Clay. He asked me if I want to do a fucking TV show with him. What does me go? Imagine me and him get casted to do Cupcake Wars on Food Network. If me and him go to do a Cupcake Wars on Food Network, how the hell? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Y'all let me know. Why would I say no? It's business. Because you got to understand, if she was just on my phone telling me, tell Clay we got to make some money and I want to do more shows with Clay, we can milk this shit because people are already interested in me and his storyline. She's telling me all this shit. But now because he no longer wants to do that shit and deal with that crazy shit, that's a problem. But when you was doing that shit with Chris, when you was doing that shit with Chris, it was okay. But if he asked me to do some regular shit that can give us some fucking money and more like, okay, y'all, Clay is a man who likes to be, he this is the world he's trying to get into. He's tapping into this shit. He want to do as many commercials and TV shows as possible. So, yeah. And I told her, like, shit, you can feel, you entitled to feel sad, emotional, and all that shit, but ain't nothing happened. He asked me a question, I gave him an honest answer. I was gonna lie? I don't give a fuck if she can do it. She can go do the fucking Love Island with Cinco. I don't give a fuck. But that's just me. And again, y'all, he's not, y'all saying he could ask any other girl. He's doing shit in, like, he got some shit in the works with other people right now. He just saying, hey, for certain shit, again, competition type of shows, he's gonna say, hey, I want to put your name. Ain't like he's gonna put my name for fucking Ray to Love or some fucking Never Ever Met season 3. He's gonna put my name on some shit that we can actually win, like competition, physical type stuff, Survivor, The Challenge, Amazing Race, that type of shit. So y'all gotta understand, like, I mean, shit. If that, it don't make no sense. Like, but she know it ain't like I don't talk to Clay. The only reason me and Clay, I even have Clay's number. Hold on. Only reason I have Clay's number is because she told me to hit the nigga up for her. This was 2 weeks ago. I'm on the phone with Clay while I'm up at work saying, hey, you need to talk to Tati. You know, she really fuck with you and we, you know, get back together and the type of shit. But it's just like now because he calling me as a sister, he literally calls me sis, y'all. He coming to me saying this shit. And now it's an issue but she told me that it's because why would he just not do it with me? He's being petty. I was like, well, he ain't, the way you be acting, he don't want to deal with that shit. He just don't want to deal with it. And she know that shit. But again, she's upset because she's been reaching out to this man, trying to reconcile. He's not responding back. And she has every right to feel mad because I was just doing the same shit with Cinco. I was fucking pissed off that I was blocked. The fuck? But yeah. So that's it. So run and tell that. Run and tell that.
And we did, my friend. So, with that added context, conjecture, and connection, what do you think?
Okay, this is so immature in a lot of ways. Okay, now I don't see. Damn, I don't even know how to start, how to present. Like this is. There's so much because, okay, let's start with this. Jay said that pretty much everyone's storyline on the show was carefully orchestrated.
Correct.
Except
for Cinco and Jess, allegedly.
Of course. Besides only them two, everybody else, of course. Which, I mean, honestly, I would not be surprised. Okay, but for Tati and Clay's relationship to have been fake or carefully planned, why is there so much emotions or feelings afterwards? Were feelings actually gained and caught in that time? Which it possibly could have happened. 3 weeks of being around a person, y'all feeling on each other, y'all kissing, doing stuff. You definitely possibly caught feelings in that time if it was fake in the beginning. Possibly could have not ended that way. So yeah, you have feelings now. But if you knew that this was all a play to get a check, you continue to play that out, okay? You get your money and you move forward. Now, everything after the show, they have, in a way, broadcasted, okay? Mm-hmm. So we seen the live where I think it was Clay and Chris and some other people came up on the lines with Jay and Tati and Keke and, different things. So we know that they are all still in communication with each other. So this is nothing that is a secret. Everyone pretty much still communicates. Okay. Now, at first, before hearing like all of it, at first I was thinking like, man, that's crazy. If you and Jay are, friends and she knows how you feel about Clay, like, why would she be talking to him like that? But then I had to think, and then after listening, okay, if you gave this woman his number and asked her to communicate with him, you opened that window of communication. You opened it up for them. Okay. Now, it's not like they're communicating in a way of trying to be together. They're not trying to be in a relationship. This is business. Again, this is a business dealing. So it's like, okay, so you give her the number to talk to him. They communicate. He communicates to her like, hey, because this is the lifestyle that I'm in, I'm into, doing reality TV shows or game shows or just being in entertainment. That seems like that's the dream of his.
Yes.
He asked Jay, okay, hey, would you? Not even, hey, will you? Or I have this set planned in the future. If something comes up, is it okay? You know what I'm saying? That's asking consent beforehand. I don't understand where such an issue has come in unless there's something else we're not truly knowing. Tati, what is really going on? Because I don't see where the true issue. Where's the issue?
The true disrespect of how you're feeling. Because when I saw the clip from Millie Chun, I always shout out to Millie Chun TV, like, comment, share, subscribe to that beautiful sister there. When I saw the clip, I'm like, okay, well, you have the right to feel that way because that was your ex. But then I'm like, there's gotta be more to it. So then I went to Two Sugars, One Shot. We played both of those Instagram clips. The original one and then the one where she expands on her thoughts rather about the situation. I apologize to Keke. So then I found Jay's Instagram. She only has like 3 Instagram posts. And so I went to her Instagram story. That's how I was able to find that live. And so when I heard Jay's live, I'm like, wait a minute, there's a disconnect here. Because even though that is your ex and you have the right to feel that way, and I respect your side of it, me and you both are media nerds of social media. We also know that this is a part of the game. That people sign up to do stuff like this all the time. So that's nothing new. I don't know if this is the first time that somebody's been blatantly out loud we're saying, hey, in the future, do you want to do this together? Which would basically let casting know that they're not really about their business, but that's neither here nor there. But when I looked back at it, I'm just like, is this really a thing? I mean, it is. I mean, and you see the title of the live. So the 1.75 liter bottle has been taken and it's a crash out because it is. But is it a crash out because of legitimate feelings, or is it a crash out because things did not go your way? And that's
See, at first I was like, oh, well, man, this is crazy because they're supposed to be friends. You're working on building this relationship after the show. Like that, it's crazy that Jay would communicate with Clay and try to get on other shows with him. But then after hearing it, it's like, that's not what happened. That doesn't sound to be the case. And honestly, I kind of agree with Jay when it comes to a lot of stuff. Because one, get your money. This is a business deal. You know what I'm saying? Like we're talking business. We're not talking about you know, taking just random trips anymore. We're talking about, hey, future, if there's a check. And it's so good that Jay even said, like, hey, I'll let him know, yo, if it's something where it's, challenges or, something where it's some type of competition based show, down for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not where she's even going against Tati. Like, she's still trying to be respectful and like, hey, yeah, shit. One, Tati knows how Jay is, because we all know Jay's about her money. Seems like Tati is too, especially with them talking about the Houston trip and how, how they had their shit set up. So it seems like they're pretty good when it comes to business.
Correct.
So when it comes to an opportunity like that, I feel like, in a way, Tati, instead of just, like, I understand she's in her feelings because this is her ex. She has feelings for him. He's not communicating with her. She's feeling some type of way. But does that necessarily mean that you need to destroy what could be a great friendship over something that is not necessarily important? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like,
because there's worse things to break up. Because there's worse things to break up over a friendship.
Absolutely. Like, it's not like they're having secret meetings and they're meeting up and they're, sending pics and sexting and stuff like that. And the respect that Jay had enough to even bring it up, because she didn't have to say shit. She could have been one of those people who just doesn't say anything because, one, it's irrelevant, or two, they trying to be sneaky and conniving. You know what I'm saying? So many different reasons why it could have just not been brought up. But her being the person that she is and how she came about it. Hey, Tati, listen, I just talked to Clay and this is what's going on. And it seems like from what was being collected from Tati's story and from Jay's story, it seemed like Jay actually came to her with some realness, and unfortunately Tati is unable to receive it right now because she has the feelings that she does about Clay. So she's not able to process, like, hey, this isn't something that Jay was doing behind your back or Clay's doing to even be malicious. This is a business dealing. And I'm pretty sure that Clay didn't just ask Jay. And she even said that there's other people that he's setting up stuff with. I'm pretty sure he's probably asked the guys. He's probably asked other ladies. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not, I don't think like it was just pinpointed at Jay. I feel like Tati is feeling some type of way just because of it being Clay.
Correct. And not to mention too, for this doesn't take away from what Clay did on the show. What Clay did was still fucked up.
Absolutely.
Let's not negate that. I know you're not gorgeous, but to add context, conjecture, and connection. But it seems like he's made at least some mental progress here, because in that replay, Jay said that Clay actually wanted to do a show with Tati. So
right, and it seemed like Tati sabotaged that because she's unable to let go. And it's not even necessarily a let go, because it sounds like, from what Jay said, is that Tati admitted that, she apologized to Clay for, her part or her crash out or anything, that was her doing.
Reconciliation could have been making headway eventually.
Yeah. But for you to apologize, but then you're mad because he's not responding, he still has you blocked. Well, sometimes just because your mental state says, okay, well, I'm not going to move on until you forgive me, and someone else says, I don't need to forgive you to move on, there's an issue. Because Clay's moving on, okay? He's not going to stay stuck in this is just what it seems. He's not going to stay stuck in this position of things didn't work out, so let me just stay here. And her saying that she wants this public apology and him saying, yo, I'm not gonna do that. It's like, I don't know. Like, what do you really want? Do you want this man to talk to you? Do you really want open communication, or are you really just holding out for this public apology? Which one's more important? Because in order for you to move on and possibly get over these feelings that you're having, you got to let go of this unrealistic expectation of him or what you want from him, because it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. And the more that you try to push it, the more you're just going to hold yourself back, because he's not going to communicate. He's going to continue to move forward with his life and do what he's doing while you're staying stuck in these feelings. But I guess that's why she said this is the time where she's going to work on her. But I don't think that she should throw away a friendship with Jay over this, because it's not, I don't think this is like the worst thing that can happen.
No, not at all. I mean, and like I said, I think you and me, you know, we both do a really good job. And honestly, tell you the truth, there's another piece of this that I think our source is probably grateful that he is under the radar. Because when I saw that piece, I'm like, how in the hell did your ass get into this shit? Like, this is...
Are you talking about that long message to Lexus?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm just like, this is season 2 shit. Like, you good. Like, we still love our brother, but like, what the fuck? But that's neither here nor there, because that is how can I put this? What that blip was basically like, how can I put it? That's like you not being able to go to In-N-Out Burger because they ran out of animal style, and you're so upset that you forget that Fat Burgers down the street was made by a black woman, and Fat Burger has got bigger burgers, but you still want the animal style. That's what that situation's giving me, but that's neither here nor there. But back to this, it seems like she felt the way that she felt, but she didn't have time to just be still with the aftermath of the realness of the situation, to me. And you know, Tati also said sorry to Keke, but she also said that this is not a reach out to be a friend. And I'm just like, well, from what it sounded like, it sounds like some reconciliation needs to be between all three of y'all. Even though what was said about Keke was said about Keke, and yeah, we said what we said about Keke, but we also tried to find the love, grace, and space within that live, because that was not an easy live to cover live.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah. This live made that live look like nothing, honestly. So I told On, like, where's the season 3 renewal? Because I can't wait. Like, because like, how long has the show been off the air now? Like a couple of months.
Right, listen, y'all need to go ahead and DM us so that we can go ahead and get casting together. Let us do casting for y'all.
Jesus
Christ. Because this is give us the rights for the pre-show and after show.
Yes, that part right there. We can do the judges auditions, the pre-show, and the after show. Because this is y'all hit. This is y'all breakout hit. Now, I know, you know, Red Love's been on 10 seasons. You know, Hard Hustle Houston is starting to gain an audience. But in terms of unscripted shows, this right here is your 90 Day Fiance. It really is. For those of you who don't know, TLC is known as the 90 Day Fiance Network because they have been able to make so many spinoffs from the world 90 Day Fiance. And me and GJ have both come to this conclusion about Red Love and this show. If they do what they're supposed to do, On would have plenty of content right now.
This right here is owns Bachelor 90 Day Temptation Island.
Yep, pretty much.
You have such a mix and variety with this show. And
Yes.
for it to be for the colored audience, you know, to give us something good. Like you got come on, season 3. We still need that live reunion.
Listen.
We need, like, come on. Because if this is what y'all do on the season 2. Season 1 was already a breakout. Season 2, y'all ramped it up. Season 3, you got to keep going. Because honestly, what y'all doing with Ready to Love is starting to become the new Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah. And that's sad to say.
It definitely is. Because, and we've talked about this, especially, you know, on the panels that we do for Ready to Love.
Yes.
For them to have taken this 5-month break.
Mm-hmm.
In between that break, you bring in season 2 of Never Ever Met, and it tops the ratings.
Yeah.
It topped the ratings so much to a point to where people forgot that Ready to Love had even started. Like,
yep.
So when they said it was coming back, everybody's like, wait a minute, I forgot that they had even aired.
That part.
Because you have a show that is actually worth watching.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying Ready to Love's not worth watching. It is. But this season, can we just say, not as good? Okay. We could definitely do better.
And not to mention, too, I know it's a broken record, but just because it's a broken record doesn't mean the track doesn't still matter. This is the 10th season of this damn show. The only black dating show on television, and this is the 10th season. That should have taken priority at the network. If me and Gigi were the co-CEOs of the Oprah Winfrey Network, and they came to us and said, Braylon, Gigi, Ready to Love is going to be on season 10. Okay, where are they doing that? Philadelphia. Okay, now I have my choice of Las Vegas. Gigi, what's your choice? But either way, with whatever location we do it, okay, how big can we do this 10th season? I mean, we are the Oprah Winfrey Network, aren't we? Call all the brands that Oprah has ever featured on her favorite things. Let's make this the biggest season of all time. Like, okay, can we talk with Hilton Hotel?
Listen,
to get the rooms paid?
Braylon, what do you? Not to cut you off, but you just gave a great point. Like you said, you would choose Vegas. 10th season, why not Ready to Love Abroad?
Yeah.
You know, we've got, you know, 90 Day Fiance the other way.
Yes.
You know, you got Temptation Island on all these different places. Come on, we can. Why not? Why not show the different cultures of Black love? Let's not just
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just stop here.
Yeah.
You know. But yes, season 10. Come on, what did we do? Where are we?
Yeah.
But to your point, season 10, all Black dating show, season 10. But this is only season 2 of the Never Ever Met, and it is blowing Ready to Love out of the water.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
But with this here, let me ask you a question too. Not just talking about Ready to Love and Never Ever Met.
Sure.
But what would you think of a mixed show that was kind of, well, I guess it's kind of like how Ready to Love is, but it's instead of it being internet.
Mm-hmm.
But how we have cast members from different shows. You know, we had Chris come over from Ready to Love, and now he's on the Never Ever Met. What if we could have, if they could have a choice of say some cast members from season 7 of Ready to Love have seen the cast members of another show.
Right.
And they have the choice to meet with those cast members and choose to date.
I could definitely see that. I mean, that's basically Bachelor in Paradise on ABC. Because this season they have added, cast members from the Golden Bachelor universe. And they've added a $500,000 cash prize. So I'm like, wait a minute. When did this become Big Brother of Love? What the fuck is this shit? Like, I know what the networks are doing. I know what the streamers are doing. They are trying to figure out how not to run out of gas in this car. Now this is me and GG's in our car over here. Let me show you our car. This car has never ran out of gas right here. Never ran out. But the industry is trying to figure out how it can keep driving, even though they know that car that they're driving is totaled. So I'm not mad at that idea. I think the biggest thing is whenever you are going to do a mixed show, right, you have to have a frequency that is big enough from both shows to make a show. So like I've been covering 90 Day Fiancé Hunt for Love, right? It's 90 Day Fiancé alumni with brand new singles, right? So alumni with new people. And it's worked out extremely well. But the frequency of 90 Day Fiancé is so known that they could take that swing and be okay. And we talked about this before with the golden jar of decisions and how the eliminations should not be, 2 dates. It should be in front of everybody, like the Bachelor, Bachelorette. And there's the golden necklace or golden heart necklace of immunity where they compete for it, to be safe, right? Those are 2 additions that I think could do well. But I think that, and we talked about this too, Gigi, I think we said that by season 4 or 5, for the Never Ever Mets. I thought we said originally by season 7 or 8, but it seems like by the frequency of this show, the Never Ever Mets, it seems like by season 4 or 5, they will have enough of an alumni to potentially make a swing to do a combined show. Because I could see alumni from Ready to Love and the Never Ever Mets, doing a dating retreat for sure. But that's just my take off the top of my head there.
Yeah, that would definitely, that of course would make more sense. We would definitely need more, seasons. And yeah, you're absolutely right. By then, definitely should have enough of a rapport, enough of a rating, people, to understand. I mean, we pretty much understand the show already, but just to give a little bit more time. But yeah, I there's a lot that could be done that I feel like could definitely ramp up views for both shows.
Yes.
And even giving a different platform to some of the alumni, allow some of the alumni to come back and host other dating shows, or adding certain, like, you really don't see too many challenge shows, like, competition shows like that on OWN. So maybe, add some more competitive, what's the word? More competitive games, I guess, when it comes to the dating shows that they have, would add a different element to it. But
I definitely do agree with that. I think that OWN, BET, TV One, Aspire. I'm trying to think who else. There's Afro TV as well. Um, of course, there's Zeus. There's For Us By Us Network, Nubian TV. There are black platforms. It's just, do they actually want to take the swing, and then do they have the budget for it? Because I think you and me both know this from the vantage points that we are at in media. The fans want what they want, but just because they want what they want doesn't mean that the resources are there to make it happen.
Right.
And so, in the same token, though, how do you determine how to elevate your network when how do you determine how to elevate your network when when the viewers of your network is not able to accept anything new? So it's a tricky thing, because the ratings for Hard Hustle Houston came out to 114,000 viewers for the first episode, which is a decent rating for a new show. At least it got over 100,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in the same token, unless you are hitting the pavement hard with new shows, people can only watch what you give them.
Right.
So it's a very interesting space we're in right now with media, because it's a lot of mergers and acquisitions right now. I covered this yesterday, that BET is not up for sale officially anymore, courtesy of Dave Ellison from Paramount Skydance. They're saying that they're going to try to make BET a significant part of their portfolio. But I don't know about that, Gigi, because in order for the Skydance deal and the Paramount deal to have gone through, which I think was about an $8 billion deal, they had to get rid of their DEI initiatives at Paramount. And the CEO, Scott Mills, has said that the BET Soul Train Awards and the BET Hip Hop Awards are suspended indefinitely. So, if you think about Jimmy Neutron brain blast, but for you and me a media blast through our brains, one, which is Paramount getting rid of DEI, plus another one, BET suspending the Soul Train Awards, the Hip Hop Awards, equals two, that they are eventually going to have to sell BET.
That's definitely what that's sounding like. And something else, because with those networks that you said, okay, so, and y'all, please do not, this is my opinion, okay, those networks are like, okay, so they're supposed to be for us, right? But that's just like, not all skin folk is kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't watch all networks just because they're from, or they say they're for us, because a lot of the times they show the same narratives. They feed the same drug dealer or abuser, cheater. It's not real. Like, some of it, you can say, okay, well, it shows the everyday struggle, of us, but it's like, does it really? Because not everybody goes through that same struggle. Like, there's other
some people that do overcome the struggle.
And it's like, let's see those stories. Let's see the overcoming. Let's not just stop at this is what's happening. Like, what happens after that?
Correct.
You know, can we get out of that? Let's feed more positivity into our communities so that there are better things for our kids who are coming up in these generations under us to watch. So that there are more things instead of them being on tablets and YouTube being the new and best, you know, TV network, because more people spend time on YouTube than they actually do on these on you know, these providers. And it's like you're spending hundreds of dollars on cable TV that you barely use.
Correct.
You know, so a
And by
lot
the
of
way,
these networks I feel like there's a restructure that needs to happen when it comes to them for them to really be successful. If not, we're going to continue to see either the lack of new shows coming out or the repeat of the same storylines, or the resale and reframing of them that just continues to not work. Like it's just going to keep being repeated.
and by the way, y'all, here is the state of black media as we have it right now. I did a town hall in the state of black media a while back, and me and Gigi, we did a kind of a bonus deep dive live when we pulled up Nubian TV. And we talked about what was on the website live in real time. It was not a shading. It was not a dragorization. It was not hate. It was being blunt, bold, and having a bucket energy of what the fuck are we doing here? So as you see on your screen right now, the state of black media is changing. Are we being culturally appropriate for what we can do, or are we being more culturally appreciated for who we are? So Disney has no black network. NBC Universal has no black network, but black people watch Bravo. Warner Bros. Discovery has the Oprah Winfrey Network. Fox has Fox Soul, but Fox Soul hasn't trended since T-GIF actually. Nexstar Media Group has the CW, but they do not have a black network. UPN, which used to be, UPN was a network before the CW, and so they had Moesha and the Parkers and America's Next Top Mile. So it was a national network that had black shows, which was a rarity at the time. And then we have Paramount, which has BET. Now, let me give you the state of how the business web is. Okay. NBC Universal has spun off their cable networks, USA Network, Sci-Fi Network, the E Network, Oxygen, the Golf Channel, Golf Now, Fandango, Rotten Tomatoes, Sports Now, all that. Bravo has been saved. Warner Bros. Discovery, they separated the linear networks from the studios and the streamers. Now, Warner Brothers Discovery has $40 billion worth of debt, is now down to $37 billion worth of debt. But now that bill is going to be going to the linear networks. So while everybody else is trying to keep up that trick of a show that comes on at 8/7 Central, y'all missing the whole damn magic show that the Oprah Winfrey Network could be up for sale. And then Paramount, they're saying for right now that it's definitively said from David Ellison, but my media brain put that equation together of one, you had to get rid of your DEI initiatives. Two, the Soul Train Awards and the Hip Hop Awards are being put on hold indefinitely or suspended indefinitely, which means eventually BET will be up for sale. But here's the gag. You ready for this? Tyler Perry just did a deal with A&E Global Media. A&E Global Media is Lifetime. It is A&E. It's FYI. All those networks, right? Now, Bob Iger said, and wait till you hear this, Gigi. So, Bob Iger said on a CNBC interview to an anchor, he said, well, while NBC Universal and Warner Bros. Discovery is leaving the business, we're actually very excited about staying in the business of cable television. But then a few weeks later, There's an article that is saying Disney and Hearst Communications are exploring the sale of A&E Global Media. So you got Disney, you got NBC Universal, and you got Warner Bros. Discovery spinning off their networks. Like I said, y'all can do what the fuck you want to do. But there is a breakerization that is happening to black media through legacy media, and y'all don't want to see it. So if BET does get sold, because like I said, we stick to the prompt so that way the prompt won't be about us. So I'm taking the word of David Ellison because it's public word, but mark my words that BET could be up for sale. And then at that point, what the fuck do we have? Not shit. Over you, Gigi. I just had to bring that in for the people because
no, you're absolutely right. Like you are absolutely right. We are in a state of such despair when it comes to our culture. It's not even just with the networks, but as a culture period, we continue to have everything about us erased or taken away without a true fight. Like we are willing, and it is sad, so many black people are willing to give in instead of actually fighting to save what our ancestors created.
Correct.
What we, should want for our legacy. But it's like, when did we wake up and actually say, yo, y'all can't take everything?
Correct.
Everything? Like, okay, honestly, tell me the last time BET was actually good.
Been a long minute. And, we also talked about that because another lie in media is from Scott Mills, the CEO of BET, who said on, hey, Justine Bow, welcome in, my friend. Glad to have you here. Scott Mills, the CEO of BET, said during a Breakfast Club interview, just like Bob Iger said on a CNBC interview, see, y'all media figures, y'all need to watch what the fuck y'all do. Because y'all don't like being held to power, but yet y'all like to utilize power and fuck up. With that being said, let me land this point because it's very important. CEO of BET, Scott Mills, said to the Breakfast Club, while 106 & Park cannot work on linear television. Actually, hang on. Let me bring it up because I swear to God, and BET, you know that this is out here, right? You know that your CEO did this interview, but y'all not going to bring the interview up, right? Because that would be hurting your credibility with the audience that you barely have. But let me bring it up. And I think Gigi remember this conversation quite well because there was some black audacity, black hypocrisy, and black imagination that happened here with this. From USA Today, BET's hit show 106 & Park could make a comeback for its 25th anniversary, right? Let me scroll down here. Oh, come on now. Okay, let me scroll down. Right here, we understand that people love 106 & Park. The fact that it doesn't work, once you keep those two words in mind, while it doesn't work as a linear television show, doesn't mean that 106 & Park is over. We can bring 106 & Park back as a podcast. We can bring 106 & Park back as a digital experience. So, like I said, I want you to keep in mind that while 106 & Park does not work. And honestly, at this point, like when I get into the game, I know some of y'all are not gonna like me because I've called y'all ass out. I know I have. And honestly, at this point, I really don't care. In the words of Kendrick Lamar, don't tell lies to the culture, and I won't have to tell the truth of how y'all have power within the culture. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. But this right here, this fucking shit right here, 106 in Sports is a new weekly series on BET that's airing this fucking fall. After y'all said, your CEO said that it could not work for linear television. Do you not see the black dacity, the black procracy, and the black imagination that is flagrantly disrespectful here? Where me and Gigi talked about, y'all should have done BET Sports Weekly. Y'all should have had watch parties for sports with black people in it. There should have been an avenue made for people to understand that BET does sports. Because this shit, nobody asked for this. Like, for real. Like, that is the most boring audience I have ever seen. By the way, this was announced at the BET Awards. So, you got all these people right here clapping like they're on 106 in Park in front of all of Black Hollywood in a big theater. What the fuck?
Right.
Like, if you're
but
going...
the thing about that is also is they had the audacity. Now, fans, viewers, the people who actually make the show what it is, actually said, we want 106 in Park. We miss the shows. We miss the music. We miss being able to see when something's happening. We miss the live performances. Bring this back. This is what we want. And y'all say, no. We're not going to do that. But what we will do is we'll bring back 106 in Park sports for those who, if you don't like sports, oh well, just because it's BET and 106 in Park, you'll love it. Well, 106 in sports. But it's like, just like you said, there was no lead up. There is nothing on BET's portfolio, which I even think we looked into.
Yes.
That shows sports.
Not one thing.
So instead of listening to the viewers and listening to them say, hey, bring this back, you will get more viewership if you bring this back. We want the music videos. We want BET music. That's what we love. And you completely wipe that away.
Yep.
And bring back something that nobody asked for.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's nothing that shows that this is even something in your portfolio. This isn't something that you guys, what, because you guys did a show called The Game. So now you think you... Come on now.
You know what would be really crazy? Hang on. You know what? I just thought about the premiere. Imagine Ashley Nicole Moss and Cam Newton going through the 106 in Park tone. You got every host from 106 in Park history be like, all right, y'all ready for this shit? You got your microphone? How's your energy level? Like coaching them up and everything else. And they're running through the tunnel, 106 in Park cheerleaders and everything else. Y'all, our first guest to 106 in Park. It's been over a decade. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the cast of The Game. This is The Game reunion on the series premiere of 106 in Sports. What the fuck? As a cameraman, I'm done. Bro, get back on your camera. I'm done with this shit. We're doing The Game reunion for the series premiere? I don't know. Maybe we should do 106 in Sports live from Philadelphia on location, maybe. That would actually help a little bit.
See, and what makes it so messed up is BET would do some crazy shit is like with their introduction. Listen, It's been a long time coming. This is 106 in sports, but listen, we have our guest today. Let me tell you, no one knows the game better than our guest today. So who better to host the show with us than the cast of the game?
Yep.
Who? Excuse me? So you saying poo? And what? Okay. Hand up. Excuse me. Was nobody else available? This is y'all said 106 apart. Listen, right about now, y'all can get Mike Vick. I'm pretty sure he would have did it. Come on.
That part.
Like,
you know what?
Y'all got Cam Newton doing shit just to be what, another Shannon Sharp? Y'all trying to have him, like, who are y'all trying to make him out to be?
And then not to mention too, I just thought about this. Devell Ellis from Satima was a former football player. So y'all going to do a Satima interview on 106 in Sports. Hey, y'all, listen, the season 4 premiere of Satima's coming. And this is 106 in Sports, where culture and sports come together. Our next guest, man, he's from Zatima. He was a former NFL player. Now he's one of the biggest stars on BET. Dave Ellis, baby, in the building. So wait a minute. So y'all gonna find an inch of culture and figure out a way how it's a mile in sports, and that's gonna be y'all guest lineup every week. Okay. See, when two media nerds of social media can tell the format of the show before this motherfucking piece of shit comes on for the fall, that's sad. Because there should be excitement in media. There should be anticipation. There should be a demand where people are actually wanting to be a part of something. And Gigi, how many times has the audience ever gave this clearly of a cheat code for them to win a level in the game media? This clearly.
Yeah.
When does that happen?
Maybe it needs to happen more. I don't know. Has it not happened enough?
Because good damn.
Next thing you know, they're going to be like, listen, third show. I can see the third show, like third episode, and they bringing out, we have one of the best wide receivers in the game ever to play the game on screen, and he likes to play in his backyard. We got Willie Beeman. Wait the fuck a minute. Ain't that Jamie Foxx? Huh. Listen, so you're okay. This is what y'all doing?
Oh, let's not forget Shannon Sharp has not done a sit down interview over everything he's been through.
Yeah,
okay,
and
let's not forget that, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to do our series premiere as a sit down exclusive interview with Shannon Sharp on the series premiere of 106 in Sports. It's irking me because I'm not even a producer on this show, neither are you, but we can both see the writing on the wall with this show and where this show could go.
I'm just saying, prediction as far as how long it lasts, I don't see it even lasting.
No.
I mean, honestly, I've stopped watching BET a long time ago. I actually tried to watch something. I ended up downloading the damn BET app because, you know, now you got to have the app. Right. So I was like, I'm just going to watch something. I was trying to watch Medea Plays. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is what they have on here?
Right.
You know what, BET, I'm done with y'all. All the King's Men is probably like the best thing right now, you know? Other than that, come on.
I was quite pissed off when Nzinga Amani had that sex scene. That should have been me. And I will gladly disrespect Tyler Perry when it comes time because I should have been called for that scene. But it's cool. It's cool. Braylon getting passed over for shit like always. It's cool. I mean, Tyler is bringing out Why Did I Get Married 3, and he knows that I should be Sheila's new man in the movie because I have for the Cougar Cub relationship. So, but just keep disrespecting me though. It's cool. It's cool. It's not funny, Gigi. I'm actually really saddened about it. It's hit my spirit too many ways, and
it's okay. Listen, your time is coming. Your time is coming. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. You and Jill and Zinga, Zinga, y'all are going. It's going to happen. Okay. It's gonna start over. I'm gonna tell you, a slice of pizza, and then I don't know. It's gonna escalate into homemade sauce. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Child,
I feel it in your spirit.
And her crust is stuffed. I might not be able to come up for air, but that's neither here nor there. You know what? I really need to stop using wordplay. I really need to stop that shit.
But listen, let's just say we are in a state of crisis. Okay. Yes, we are. And this is actually going to take us back to our original point of the live, which was the whole Tati and Jay, because Clay wanting to do different reality shows and expand his horizon, and as well as offer opportunities for other people that he's come encounter with to share in those experiences possibly. It's like, do what you need to do, because at this point, like, if it was to be where he's just stuck on doing, I just want to do reality TV just for the own, Oprah or the own network, or, just for these networks, then you're cutting yourself short, because right now the opportunities aren't there with the other network stations. Okay. It's not there. So you have to open yourself up to NBC. He's going to have to open himself up to what's going to be best in a business sense. So him asking, Jay about it, I feel Tati should understand, especially since it was said that, hey, he tried to do a spinoff with her. Yep. And she messed it up. It's not that he didn't want to. He's tried with you, but you've not allowed yourself to heal or get past the point of you wanting this public apology. When, I mean, if that's the case, you really could have did that when everybody was on that group chat or that group live. While everybody was talking and cutting up, you could have slid it in there if you needed to. Exactly. Ask for the apology then. But to cut yourself short is, you're shooting yourself in the foot when you're like, hey, until I get this public apology from him, I'm not about to do anything with him. Well, that's on you. He's still going to move on. It's not hurting him. It's hurting you. So if this is really going to be her time of taking for herself so that she can reflect, so that she can move on, so that she can do better, so that she can, prosper and be successful and, actually live out what she's wanting to do in her life, then that's great. If that's what you're really going to do. But if this is really kind of like a hostage negotiation situation, then no, let's just move on. Right. And you don't have to go live with everything, just, but I understand sometimes you just got to express yourself. Like that's one reason why I did start my life, is because going through depression and different things that I was dealing with, I was like, I have to talk to somebody. Even if I'm talking to myself, even if I'm just, doing a video and saying something, like, at least I'm expressing it and I'm not just holding certain things in. So I understand, wanting to express yourself, but sometimes you shoot yourself in the foot doing it.
Yes, you do.
But I definitely hope she gets that together so that she can move on. And, because she would be great to see on TV. I wouldn't, I wouldn't be surprised seeing her in a commercial or on another TV show or a reality TV or whatever the case is. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, absolutely. I think and I think I've said this many times on the Rated Love panel. Sometimes you have to be seen in the right light so people can embrace your light. And
Say
I
that
think,
again.
and no, sincere, I really do believe that sometimes you have to be seen in the right light so people can embrace your light. And I think Tati definitely has, a highway to drive on, for reality TV. I really, really do. So.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna stay vigilant, see if they post anything else, because I'm pretty sure this is not over.
No.
This is
this
definitely
is
not.
over.
So,
no,
but I gotta get out of here.
Oh no, you're good, my
Thank
friend.
you for allowing me to come up here
no problem.
and talk with you for a little bit. I hope everybody has a wonderful, blessed day.
Absolutely.
Y'all, I don't know if it's starting to cool down in certain places. I know it's still gets hot around here because, of course, being in California. But
it's 85 degrees right now.
Oh yeah, y'all stay cool. Try to stay cool as much as possible. Stay hydrated. But much love, and make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yes,
my brother is always on tour. It's always great to be able to, hop in the passenger seat and take a cruise with him. So thank you, and I'll talk to you later.
All right, love you as always, my friend. Talk soon.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, y'all. That is the live for today. This was an off day, y'all. I usually take off on Thursdays, but of course, I had to come on live. I had to come on live and talk about this with you guys. So yes, indeed. So yes, indeed. Let me get y'all the daily motivator up, because like I said, this was an off day right here. Here we go, everybody. The world is round, and the place which may seem like the end may also be the beginning. Ivory Baker Priest. It's time for the day motivator for Thursday, August 14th, 2025. Achievement will come a specific amount of time. Commit yourself to invest that time in the service of a well-defined objective. Take the next step, then the next. Continue the effort uninterrupted until the time is up. Resist the temptation of distractions that make it your business to stay focused. Let go of any feeling that you're striving or under pressure to perform. Just remain gently focused, stacking one task on top of the other. In this way, you create a productive, even enjoyable state of flow. In this way, you make real and consistent progress in the direction of your goal. Don't be intimidated by your own capacity for focus and excellence. Simply create the right conditions, commit to maintain them, and achievement will come. A lot of times, your biggest achievements come from the most inopportune times, right? Like today. This was an off day for me, right, in terms of content. But higher is weighing, low is available. But either way, we are live on tour, right? So to me, it's always important to recognize that within the work that we do, that there's always an achievement to strive for, and don't ever deny an opportunity for you to achieve anything, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing that I will say is, in this way, you create a productive and even enjoyable state of flow. Whatever state of flow you in, is up to you to make it enjoyable or a tragedy. The more that it feels like a burden, the more it will be a burden. The more it feels like joy is going to be a joy. You know what I mean? So that's the second thing I will say, you all. And finally, the third thing is take the first step, then the next. A lot of times we don't want to take the first step because we don't know how the second step is going to be. But I promise you this, if you never take the first step, you will never get to the last step. If you never take the first step, you'll never get to the last step. If you never take the first step, you'll never get to the last step. So with that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special, because you are always one of blessed and trust. You may not be where you want to be. By the end of it, you'll be where you need to be, doing what you've been chosen to do. Why? It's one thing to call yourself, another thing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I spend time with you. You spend time with me. And hopefully by spending time together, we'll watch some great together. And always remember, where you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or listen, you're just recognizing that, listen, maybe everybody's got the right to do what they want to do. And you don't have to agree with it, right? Make sure the replay is not just where you watch it, not just where you listen to it, but if you want to experience it again. I love you, I value, I appreciate you all. See you real soon. Always remember, receive love, God give, or receive love, God give, or receive love, God give. Wherever obstacles you overcome, where success that you have achieved upon this particular day, we are extremely proud of you, but no one else is proud of you. Be proud of you, Dan. So finally, y'all, what Jay did was she gave additional parts of the story that was missed out. Always recognize the full story in order to understand your perspective, not just what you want to hear to just be a part of a conversation. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's come, for the blessings that are way for you, me, all of us, as a society, as a people, as a culture. We feel the love and we send it right back to you. Bye, everybody. Love you all. Bye-bye.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. But
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.